Hi guys, this is Michelle Williams and I'm a realtor here in the beautiful state of Colorado. And one of the things that I like to talk about is what your motivation is when you're looking to buy. And I live and work in a beautiful mountain town. I think it's the most affordable mountain town in Colorado. That being said, it's easy to fall in love with the view because the view is phenomenal. Phenomenal. If you haven't seen it, you should look at some of my previous messages. Pictures, text, videos, it's amazing. But what was going on is the other day I was bored and I was checking out YouTube and I was looking for videos about Westcliffe. And there were some things that I don't think were addressed. And so I want to do a brief overview. So I'd like to know, when I'm talking to a new buyer, what are you looking for? Because it's totally different. If you tell me you want a small mountain cabin in the trees, that's great. But are you going to live here full time and you need year-round access? Or are you just going to be a part-time person that uses this in, the summer months? Because really, spring, it's still too snowy to get to some of these properties without 4x4. Having the driveway plowed, getting in and out is a challenge. Now, it doesn't mean that you can't live in the trees. It just means that there's some preparation you'll have to do to make that a possibility for full-time living. The other thing is are you okay with big open spaces? Because I live on the valley floor. It's big open spaces, meaning that I get snow, and when the sun comes out, because we are at 8,000 feet elevation, the snow melts. In the trees, the snow hangs around longer. It piles up. So if you're not there to plow it, you could see considerable snow. And we don't get as much snow as some of the really snowy elevations up north. So what are we looking for? So before we talk about acreage, before we discuss price, before we say, I just want a mountain cabin in the trees, let's figure out, are you okay being tucked in and having less access to your property? And then we'll talk about, do you need utilities? Like, is it important that you have on-grid electricity, or are you okay being solar? Because if you have solar, we do have days in which we don't have a lot of sun. Now you need a generator. Are you okay with that? So, we have wells in our towns, which is great. The town has, a water system and all of that. You don't have to worry about it. But the more rural properties in the county, those have wells, and some of the wells can be 0.5 gallons per minute. That's a really low producing well. For a loan, for an FHA loan, you need at least 2 gallons per minute, and I would say that that's still low. I would prefer 2.5 or higher. And it depends, again, how many people are going to be in your house. 2.5 gallons per minute for a family of 6 with horses, not happening. You need a cistern. If it is just a family of 2, that's perfectly fine. Family of 3, great. No horses, awesome. Horses need a lot of water. And so I have questions. I always have questions. So when we're looking at property, if you're in the trees, you may not have a view. And our view is phenomenal. I think I said that already. Can't say it enough. You might have a little view. You could have a big view. You're going to pay for the big view. So it really depends what you are okay with. The properties that are out in the county, most of those are off of dirt roads. That means you're going to have mud. It also means you're going to have dust. I wouldn't trade where I live, but man, if they could just pave the road, it would be beautiful. So there's questions. Are you okay with the 4x4? Are you okay with the plow on your ATV? Because when my snow gets blown and it becomes concrete, I can't do anything with my truck. I get my plow out, and right now I have to replace a battery. So there are questions before somebody just decides that they want to come to Westcliffe, and you should think about what is important to you. If you want that year-round access, those are a little harder to come by if you're wanting to be in the trees. Not that you can't have it, it's just a little harder. There are wonderful areas in which you can get that access. Your driveway is up to you. Go for a shorter one. So with that being said, if you have questions about living in Westcliffe, Colorado, or surrounding areas like the Wet Mountain Valley, Wetmore, Cotopaxi, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I just did a video update yesterday about our market is moving and our return on investment over the last 3 years. Even though prices came down, it's still up 20%. So again, if you have any questions, my name is Michelle Williams. I'm with eXp Realty in Westcliffe, Colorado, and I look forward to talking to you. Thanks. Talk to you soon. Bye.